Most of the people have been exposed to this new idea, in recent years, this new idea of the law of attraction. And yes, that is a law that actually is universal. And by universal, I don't mean just our universe, but I mean creation. So most people are a little bit aware of it, whether they believe that idea or not. But most people have heard that law of attraction. Quantum physically, and again, I'm not going to go very deep right now, exists this idea, and all the experiments so far prove it right. The idea is all the possibilities or the different conditions in this universe already exist. Remember that idea of not time being linear? Mm-hmm. So it means even in the past, the present, and the future, all possibilities exist. It's almost like there was a deck of cards, like we play cards, mm-hmm. and I think they're 52 if I'm correct. Yes. And imagine that was all that is, all creation. So all possible combinations of them in any way, either in pairs of 2 or 3 or 5 or 52 or whatever, they're in a specific number that can exist there. So imagine all of that already exists. Now you have a deck of cards in your hand and you play with them and rearrange them. Whenever you arrange them in any specific way, have you really created something new?
Yes.
No, because it already exists.
Yes, but it's a new combination.
It's new for you. Uh-huh. Is it a new combination? Because already we know there's a specific number of combinations that can exist with 52 cards. Statistically, all exist. Have you experienced all of them? No. For you, it's a new experience. For the universe, it's not. So it depends from which perspective are you seeing it, right? Mm-hmm. So in a sense, now let's go back to people, right? Or situations or an accident. The possibility of that accident existed in the universe. Now, which one part of you is your consciousness going to meet that possibility? And if yes, do you have then the responsibility of choosing it? I truly believe yes, but you don't have the responsibility of creating it. So there are two different responsibilities here that make all the difference, because sometimes when people talk about deep ideas like there's no coincidence, and let's say there's a victim of a horrible accident, mm-hmm. that was not her fault. Let's say it's a woman.
Yes.
Let's say she was raped or something, right? It's very hard to go to that person and say, you know what, you attracted it.
Exactly.
Obviously, she did not attract it consciously. Now, was the possibility for the universe of that happening an existing possibility? Yes, according to my research, according to quantum physics, and according to this theory, yes. Now, why did she go and meet that one instead of the possibility of that event not happening? Mm-hmm. That has to do with her vibration. And now we'll go deeper into what is vibration. What is that idea of creating your universe with your thoughts and your emotions? So let's say we are here in LA, like we are mm-hmm. today. So there is a certain amount of radio stations broadcasting in this area. Imagine you had a radio next to you, and let's say it was one of those old ones, not the digital ones, where you could actually tune it
I'm
with
tuning now
right.
The radio.
So all of a sudden you tune your radio to one of those 100 radio stations, right? Mm-hmm. And we're listening to that music.
Okay.
Does that mean that the rest 99 of them cease to exist as vibration in this room?
No.
No, they will always exist, whether you tune into with them or not. So even though you can't hear it, you can obviously see those, wavelengths. Mm-hmm. They do exist in this room. So why is your radio station only kind of projecting or experiencing one of them?
Because I'm choosing it.
Right. And how do you practically choose it? There is a specific vibration, right? I know. Just to give a little bit of science. There is a specific vibration wavelength of that radio station, right? And then you tune and go and find that, mm-hmm. right? Keep in mind, it's a similar thing that I said before. They already exist, 100 of them. Mm-hmm. But you go and visit one of them by tuning your receptor to the vibration of that radio station. It's almost like we're radios. Mm-hmm. And we vibrate in a specific frequency that has to do with our emotions and thoughts in that specific moment. It changes moment per moment per moment, because you change the way you think and feel moment per moment per moment. Mm-hmm. Now, all those possibilities quantum physically that we talked about in the universe, all those conditions, all those specific rearrangements in this universe, the rearrangements actually of all the particles, mm-hmm. already exist. It's like there was 100 radio stations. Mm-hmm. Now, which one are you going to experience has to do with which one you're going to tune into with your vibration. If I'm thinking right now that I'm a victim, you know what? I'm going to go and attract the situation where I will be the victim. Mm-hmm. Am I doing it consciously? Of course not. Most of the times no one would choose that consciously. There are things you choose consciously and there are things you don't choose consciously. Now, what would you do unconsciously? or subconsciously choose something you don't like because you were trained to, and then we go back to the convictions. If I was trained to expect that something powerful or more powerful than me could actually make me a victim, and I truly believe that, I'm tuning into that possibility of the universe, and then I'm attracting all these possibilities where I will be the victim of something. But the good news is also all the things you expect and you believe are true and are positive will also come and meet you. Or to be politically correct, you will go and meet them because they already exist as possibility in the universe. So the conclusion here would be, and I think you're going to agree, so if that's how things work in a sense, and we're simplifying here of course, but let's simplify a little bit. If that's how basically things work, like we go and meet those vibrations, wouldn't it be very important for each one of us to take care of our thoughts and our emotions? So in a sense, take care and improve our vibration and make our vibration go and meet the things we like more than the things we don't like? What do you think?